Aw, I shut down the music. Hi! Welcome! Family Showdown here, ready for some more top 10 lists and shenanigans. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all this fine, lovely summer evening. Well, summer evening here, as you know. So, we're going to talk about the top 10 games that we picked that are under $25. One thing that I know sometimes make people feel a little bit left out in board gaming is the cost of some of these games. Because let's face it, if you don't have a specific budget for that kind of thing, it adds up really quickly. And even if you do, some of these games are $80 a pop or something. It's crazy. But there's a lot of good games that don't have to break your bank, which is kind of nice. And sometimes I think they get undervalued because they're cheaper. Don't you think?
Yeah, and we kind of arbitrarily picked $25. That seems to be for me anyway. That's kind of the border between a smaller game and then the big box games that are $30, $40. So it's a pretty good line. A lot of people do like to do the $5 and $10. I mean $10 and $15, but we picked $25 because there's some really solid games in the $25 range.
Yes, actually, I had a hard time making my list. Honestly, I'll
my short list,
a lot of honorable mentions because
my short list is about 30 games.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
So for this purposes of this video, instead of going out and like searching for the lowest price and going to Amazon or going out to whatever, we just use Cool Stuff. We went out to the Cool Stuff. They have a search feature where you can pick
price ranges,
and we just put under $25. And I personally said only in stock items.
I did not, but I did also check and see if the price, whether it was on sale or not, even if it was on sale, if the regular price was close to the $25 range. Because some of them were on sale under, but were a little bit above. So I tried to keep them within that ballpark, because some of them were on sale. So everything I picked was in that range. But yeah, I think there was one in particular that is not currently in stock. But then again, it could be by now, because that's the magic of Cool Stuff.
So mine are all in stock, and I have a list of out-of-stock kind of honorable mentions, so we'll see what happens.
I just have a ton of honorable mentions. I don't even know if they're in stock. But they're awesome, and you can hunt them down.
Yeah, I could have easily done a top 30. But, that being said, the vast majority of our games are over $25.
Yeah, the majority of them.
The vast majority are over $25.
Yeah, but
I would say 3/4 of our games are over $25.
But the games that I like to go back to or introduce people to, I've noticed, are a lot of these games. These games that I like to just casually throw out there and play. Some of the party games and just a lot of the ones that encourage really great interaction and interactive experiences tend to be in this range. I noticed a lot of them I really get a kick out of. And I picked games in particular. One of the reasons, or I should say, one of the ways that I narrowed down my list was picking replayability. I picked a bunch of games that I felt are great replay value. So bang for your buck, so to speak.
All right. So welcome to everyone joining. We got some familiar faces and some maybe new faces. So
woohoo! Awesome. Love it.
Good times.
Welcome.
So let's kick it off. I'm going first.
Yep.
With my number 10.
What you got?
My number 10.
I wonder how much crossover we'll have. I'm curious.
Lot.
You think? I don't think we will.
Well, let's predict. I think we're going to have 5 crossovers.
I think we're going to have less.
Less than 5?
Mm-hmm.
So the over and under is 5. Get your bets in now. How many crossovers we have. All right, my number 10 is...
Oh.
Welcome to the
Sorry, it was on that screen. It wasn't on that screen. My bad.
Welcome to the Dungeon is my number 10. There's also Welcome Back to the Dungeon. That's in the same price point as Welcome to the Dungeon. I actually like Welcome Back to the Dungeon better, but Welcome to the Dungeon is good. It kind of covers both games.
They're the same game. It's just different characters and monsters. I mean, really,
right, it is.
But they're just fun.
So Welcome to the Dungeon. It's a pressure luck game where you are sending an adventurer down in the dungeon. Yeah, he has a bunch of cool equipment that helps him fight these monsters, and you're choosing which monsters to put in the dungeon. You either have to put the monster in the dungeon, or you take the monster and not put it in the dungeon, but you take some of his equipment away, making him less powerful to fight the monsters. And you go around until everyone passes. One sucker has to go through the dungeon. He either succeeds or fails. If you succeed twice, you win. If you fail twice, you're eliminated. Right? Is that it? Eliminated? Yes. And it's a fun little game.
Chaos ensues.
Chaos ensues.
It turns into this stare down for if we play it 2-player. It's literally like this. I dare you. I mean, it's great. I
actually prefer it with 2 players because you have more information.
It's such a mental battle.
And as soon as the other person's passed, you're right. There's pluses and minuses. The lesson more is more chaos, but then you may have a chance if one person passes to get a chance to pass. But in 2-player, if the other person passes, you're done. You don't have a chance to pass. So just a great little light game, super small, little tiny box. Welcome to the dungeon.
Yep, highly portable, and great for replaying. All right. My number 10 is my single-player pick. So this is a solo game, and that is Sylvion. So those Onirim fans, I'm sure you could easily put that in the number 10 as well. It's along the same vein, but this is, I think it's the sequel to Onirim, and it's Sylvion. I like this one because to me, it's more colorful, and I like the way this one plays better than Onirim. And for some reason, I like the Onirim on the app. I think because of all the heavy amount of shuffling you have to do, I find the app more fun. So for an actual board game, Sylvion's my pick. And this one's neat. It's basically, you're fighting a forest fire, in short. You've got a line of trees, and these different fireballs and things are heading towards you, and you have to eliminate them. And I love this. It's just a really pretty game. And simple one. It's fun to play by yourself, and I feel like it's got high replayability.
I have not played this one.
That's true, you haven't yet. You still have not played this.
And I have no interest in playing this one. I played Onirim. It was... it's okay. They're not my style of game. I think I'd have more fun playing it. I think you can play it 2 players, maybe? And I might have more fun playing it that way.
I could see the way you could.
I am not a solo gamer. Not a solo gamer.
I thought I might be. But part of it, I think, is my free time. I'd rather play I don't know. If I'm going to be by myself, I'm going to end up reading or something. I don't usually end up playing a board game for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'll read or play a video game instead of a board game.
Oh, yeah, video game, yeah.
Occasionally, I'll get okay. If I really, really, really want to try a game out and she's not available, I'll play the solo variant or whatever on some games, but I will not just go...
Yeah, but you usually pick a big game to do that with, right? Yeah, so... But this one... Again, won't break your bank. I think it's really pretty, and it's really engaging. It's got... I don't know. The reason I think I like it better, than Onirim is it's so much less shuffling. You set it up. There's a more setup, though. I'll give you that. But once you've set it up, you don't shuffle anymore. You're just laying out cards and dealing with them. And I think I like the manipulation better. I like the way the combat works in that. It's a little bit more to it. It's a little meatier than Onirim. Onirim, it's very cut and dry. You do this or this. And this one, well, depends on what strength the fireball is. Then and so you have to know a little bit more, about the levels and stuff to play it. And I think that's why I liked it more. So, there you go.
I have no opinion.
Yeah.
No opinion.
Shamey.
My number 9
is?
I don't know. Let's look.
It's a me study.
My number 9 will be probably mentioned later in this list. It is Biblios.
Biblios. Whoop, whoop.
It's still hanging around on these lists. This was our go-to 2-player travel game for years. Anytime we were waiting in line somewhere, trying to kill some time before a movie or just whatever, that it comes out of her purse and we play Biblios. So
it may be traveling with us soon anyway.
It's just a really smooth, easy to play game. It's very portable. It's just you shuffle up and play. I mean, it's super light, and we tricked it up a little bit. We got some house rules we played with it because we played it so many times. We had to kind of trick it up a little bit. But it's hanging around the list. If this list was made 2 years ago,
it'd probably be number 1.
It'd be high up on the list, but it's kind
really
of creeping down.
We've played the tar out of it. It's almost, I don't want to say played out because that's not the case, but it's not our number one go-to necessarily anymore.
Right.
We've gotten a little more variety.
Yep. Yep, but it's a good one. If you haven't played it, you should really try
And I think it's actually 2 to 4 players, isn't it?
It is.
We love playing it 2-player, though. Just the dynamic with it's really fun. So it's a great 2-player, and it plays great 4-player, too. So.
Well, there you have it.
Go fun.
All right, what else? What you got?
My number 9, I don't think you've played either.
I have not played this game.
Yeah, a pretty little game, and it is called Skull. And I picked this one because it's outside of the norm, and people at first glance will probably pass this one by. I think it's one of those best kept secret things. They look like a handful of coasters, and you're probably thinking, how do I play a game with coasters? It's actually a fun little game. The art's pretty interesting. It's very different. It's colorful. It's pretty, but it's just kind of a card game, but with these round coaster things that, yes, you're gonna have to keep people from putting their cups on them, but really pretty, and it was surprisingly easy to learn. Fun game. So I like this one, and I think it's one of those that'd be great to take out for casual gamers or people that have not played a board game before. It's really easy to teach the rules to this game to people. So there you go. And Hunter's taking notes. You guys must be just throwing down some good stuff in there. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Making notes on some good stuff?
I'm going to just... We can have a little chit-chat afterwards.
Excellent. I can't wait.
All right, so I'm up to me? Number 8?
Yeah, number 8.
Get involved in the chat again.
Yeah, and Hunter hasn't played this one yet.
Nope, I've not played it.
It might be too casual for you because it's kind of just a really light throwdown game, but it's just... I love it. It's a good go-to.
My number 8 is Kingdomino.
Good one. Excellent.
This one was all the hotness. I guess it's still pseudo the hotness. I guess not as much as it was.
I think Queendomino overshadowed it a bit because the hard gamers like the extra meat that Queendomino provided. I'm guessing. At least that seems to be the vibe. But this one's still viable in its own right. I like it.
All right, so Kingdomino, it's a tile placement game. Basically, you draft tiles and you place them on a board. You're building out a grid of tiles. You're trying to place them in such a way to build the most, I don't know if it's efficient's the right word, but the kingdom that will score you the most points based on different terrain types. So if you group terrain types together, you get more points, and then you want to have crowns that are kind of your multipliers. So it's just a simple draft a tile, put a tile on your board, and that's it. It's super easy to teach. You can teach this to non-gamers easy. They're familiar with dominoes and how they match up together and things like that. So it's really like a little casual family game.
A lot of fun. And just the art on it, there's lots of little Easter egg things on the tiles that I really like too, like the shadow of the dragon flying over the field and stuff like that. It's really cute. I love the way they did the art.
Yeah, and this is definitely super light. I mean, even small kids probably can play this game.
Yeah, it's dominoes.
They wouldn't have the super duper strategy.
Well, they're going to have trouble getting the idea about the grid.
Yeah, that's
probably the hardest part.
That's the only thing Nessa really had trouble with is to keep it in the 5x5 area. Other than that,
matching stuff up, yeah, they've got that.
Now she's got it down, so.
Yep. But yeah.
Queendomino wouldn't make this list because I believe it is over $25.
I did not see it.
So some people asked about that, but it would not make this list.
Yeah, it's got a little bit too much in it to be under 25, I believe.
Yep.
My number 8, I'm pretty sure is going to pop up somewhere on somebody else's list. Just a guess. I'm thinking this is one of our crossovers. And that is the ever popular, we always talk about this one somehow, Sheriff of Nottingham. This one is on sale right now. I believe this is one of the few that was actually, the MSRP's over the 25, but it is on sale for under that.
I think that's their standard price.
Yeah, probably.
Like $25. $24.99. Just squeaks in.
Yeah, squeaks in, I think. But this is just a fun bluffing game, and this is, again, one of those, to me, the more the merrier when it comes to player count. So if you're looking for a group game, this is a great one. Everyone takes turns being the sheriff, and everyone's going to try to smuggle or pass legal goods because there's a set collection you're trying to win. Or the contraband that you sneak through past the sheriff is worth more points maybe than your set collection. It kind of depends on what you're smuggling. A lot of fun. A lot of engagement. We have a blast because everybody gets into character and makes up their own accent and does stupid, ridiculous things. And We've had a sheriff hat we've passed around, which I think last time wasn't it I want to say it was the octopus hat or something. It's very arbitrary what we pick every time. Yeah, so it's been pretty exciting around here. We keep it... No, it was the Viking hat. We had a Viking hat for the sheriff. I remember that. Because it didn't fit on Nessa's head. But yeah, so you just have fun with it. It's good bang for the buck on replayability, because no two games are ever going to be remotely alike.
That's true. That's true. And then there's an expansion out. That's also under $25.
And the expansion is really awesome, so... But we're not talking about expansions here.
No expansions.
No expansions. No capes.
Alright. That it?
Yeah.
Alright, my number 7 is... I think it was already mentioned in the chat.
Ooh, excellent choice.
Artifacts Inc.
How did I miss that? I don't think that's on my list.
I know what to tell you.
Wow.
Don't know what to tell you.
I missed that one. That's a
This is
good
an
one.
oldie but a goodie. This is... This one is...
This one should be on my list.
Great game. It's definitely inexpensive, but it basically hogs the table.
It does.
You spread out cards all over the place to play this game.
So does Sylvion and stuff, though, too.
It's just a fun, light, I guess, area control set collection game with dice rolling. It's got a little bit of everything.
It does.
Has a little bit of a nostalgia factor for us. A little bit.
Yes. But yeah, no, I like this one too because it's portable, and like you said, sure, it spreads out on the table, but to me, it's kind of fun sometimes to have that game that comes in this little box, you spread out and you have a whole lot of game, and this one, the replayability is really high too, because next time you're like, you know what, I really want to try doing the diving more and getting more diving points. You try a different strategy every time. So the replayability on this one's really high, I think. I love this one. And it would have been on my list had I somehow not missed it.
So, I like this game. It was the first game we played with Sam and Z. Not the first game we played with Z.
Game.
No, it was the first game we played with Sam. Second game we played with Z.
Yeah.
They destroyed us.
They did. And I was like, wow.
They were very proud of themselves.
They play lots of games.
They were very proud of themselves when they destroyed us. And this was our first review for the Dice Tower.
Oh, that's right, it was, wasn't it? We did review Artifacts.
So, there you go.
There you go. Nerds.
Nerd
alert.
Nerd alert.
All right. My number 7 will come as no surprise to any of you that have watched any of our videos.
We haven't had a crossover yet, have we?
No.
We're about to?
Maybe. And this one...
No.
And my pick for number 7 is, of course, Star Realms.
I can't believe it's this low.
Or if you could, I would say Hero Realms is probably the same equivalent. It's the same price range.
Already mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, do you want fantasy or sci-fi? Hero Realms, Star Realms, basically. I know they're slightly different, but same kind of thing. This is one of my go-to. I love this game. The base game is right there. It's about that size, I swear. No, but it is. It's a deck of cards. So, talk about portable. Replayability is really high, especially if you go and decide to spend a few more bucks and get some of the expansions and stuff, because then they have events and more ships and stuff. But just a deck builder game. You lay out 5 cards, you purchase the cards with what you have, you building up your deck. Basically, you have money and you have damage. And that's all you have to handle in each turn. You spend money to buy more stuff, and you put the damage on the other ships on the other player, and boof, you go. Back and forth, back and forth. I love it. I love the space theme. I haven't even tried Hero Realms yet, which everyone's telling me I need to, and I think I'll probably enjoy it. But Star Realms is a great place to start, and it's cheap. This one's a great bang for your buck. You can replay this a ton. So.
It's alright.
Oh, no. No, you did not.
It's alright.
No, you did not.
It's alright.
Nope.
It's okay.
Huh. I love it. It's so much fun.
You do love it.
Nice, simple deck builder.
Number 6
I hate deck building games.
Is...
What?
Mafia de Cuba!
This game is so funny.
I love this game. One of my favorite social deduction games. I don't think I've only been not the Godfather... or whatever you want to call him, the ringleader, Godfather, I don't know what they're called. But only once. I've been the Godfather every other time, so.
Yeah, you love that role.
I love being the... It's like...
It's hilarious.
It's the type of puzzle I like. It's like because you can talk to people and read them and interact with them, whereas a puzzle just looks at me and I cry.
I like watching it when you're the Godfather too, because it's almost like you're trying not to split your face. You're grinning so big, because you're like, I get to guess this stuff. I mean,
it's so much fun. I love this game. It's
so crazy because you have all these diamonds and there's rolls, right?
By netters.
Is it diamonds and rolls? That's it in there, right?
Diamonds and rolls. Yes.
Yeah. Although I do highly recommend throwing in extra nonsense to make noise in the box to make it easier. I think we're gonna do that, but everyone's gotta take something out of the box but do it secretly, so everybody's doing it, and then the rest of the time you're spending just making up stories, but trying not to get busted by the people on either side of you who have seen the before and after.
Is this my game or your game?
Well, I love it.
Yeah, my favorite part is it happens every game. This happens. You invariably, two people sitting next to each other will each tell a different story.
It's awesome. And then they look at each other.
And they accuse each other, and they start yammering, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, this is so much fun." You just watch them just try to talk, because one of them gets caught in a lie. Some people, when they get caught in a lie, they kind of react, and okay, you're
like, you're busted.
But other time, both of them do really well, and you're like, okay, it's one of you two. I don't have any clue.
Oh my gosh,
it's hilarious.
And then there's the person at the end that's like, I'm the orphan. No, is it orphan? No. What is it? The waif?
Street urchin.
Street urchin. That's what it was. Street urchin.
This is good.
Tommy's forever the street urchin.
A great social deduction. This is a great social deduction game. This is one that I wouldn't recommend for less than probably like 8 people. This is the one you want to have the upper limits of player counts. You want to do. This is a convention game or a big party game where you have a big table and everybody sits around it and makes it. You play it 2 or 3 times, swapping out who's the mafia leader or whatever.
Yeah.
Great game. Love it. Love it. I wish I could play it more, but like I said, it takes.
You need the big.
You need the high player counts to play this one.
Oh my gosh, but it's glorious. All right, so my number 6 still.
It's true, still no crossover. So that means we have to cross over 1 through 5.
I believe I'm going to win this bet.
I'm just saying. I don't know. We'll see. You picked some weird games.
I did, because I wanted to bring some variety to people. Again, I said replayability was part of my thing here. So my number 6. I have introduced to a lot of different people now, and it's, as long as you don't have a stroke being on a clock, this is an awesome game, and it's Fuse. If you have people that get too tense with the time frame, then this is not your game, because this one is intense. Even the theme is intense. You're a bomb diffuser, or a team of bomb diffusers, rather, and you've got exactly 10 minutes, and it's just go. And the whole time, you roll the dice, and then people have to divvy it up, and you have to divvy it up evenly. But each bomb that you're diffusing has a certain set to it, so it might want you to stack them, for example, in a certain colors, in a certain order, or it might have you 2 dice that add up to 5, or a red and a blue die, or something. I mean, there's always some kind of weird combo you have to do before you can eliminate it, defuse it, and get a new one to defuse. So everybody's trying to work as a team to get what they need, but also help and make sure everybody else diffuses their bombs, and you've only got this certain amount of time to do it in. And meanwhile, if you're using the app that goes with it, which I highly recommend, you hear this ticking in the background, and there's a sarcastic computer voice that kind of mocks you the entire time. So it's pretty intense, and it's a lot of fun and pretty engaging. Again, replayability is high because you never know what you're going to end up getting and what order for bomb diffusing, and oh my goodness, it gets pretty intense. A lot of fun. Don't throw the dice on the floor.
Yeah, I've only played this one with you 2-player. I haven't played it in a group yet.
You need to play it in a group, I think, because it's pretty cool. I was surprised. I think 2-player is harder than playing it with a group. Which, I'm curious if you guys think the same thing.
Well, I think the more people you have, the odds are better that someone's going to get what they need, right?
See, and I thought that'd be harder. I thought the opposite. It'd be hard for you to divvy up the dice, but yeah, I think you're right.
When we played 2-player, we had several rolls where neither one of us could use anything.
It was a huge detriment, yeah. So try it both with the 2-player or more and see how you like it. Okay. All
right. 5. Number 5? Number 5 is just got mentioned in chat, and it is San Juan.
So low on your list. I'm Disappointed, sir.
I detect crossover. San Juan. This is, I guess some people call it like Puerto Rico the card game, or Race for the Galaxy-ish light. I don't know. Anyway, just a card game where you have multi-use cards. It's a fun light. I guess it's collecting resources and very similar to Puerto Rico, like I said, but it's distilled down into a quick little card game.
Yeah.
Just a great light game, easy to learn, quick to play.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of gives you a big game feel in a small game.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. And it does, because even if you can look behind us, we lump it with our Felds because that's how we feel about that game. It's got the multi-use cards. It feels like a meatier game. And again, the nice thing is it's got that low price of under $25.
And the new version comes with an expansion in the box, and it says on the back, a great 2-player game.
And it is. So, yeah, I love that game. Love it.
So there it is.
Good pick.
Not much to say that. I mean, if you like Euro games, you want a kind of fairly meaty for the price Euro game. This is one to look at.
True.
There you go. San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently more on that later because she seemed excited about my pick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is another kind of like casual group game, and that is Diamonds. Especially if you've got people that like to play cards, but they haven't ever played a board game or things like that. This is a great game for non-gamers and gamers because it adds a little kick to it. You've got these diamonds, and you're trying to accumulate them and put them in your safe, but you also have a position in front of your safe where people can steal those diamonds from you, and there's also the pot of diamonds that you're taking from initially. So you're playing cards, but you're also, these cards have the ability of moving these diamonds around, and it's just really fun and engaging. We introduced this one to my parents, and they loved it, and it's really easy to explain, especially anybody that's ever played cards, because it's basically just cards with a little extra kick to it. So a lot of fun. Replayability is high because, of course, all the card abilities are different. You're going to have different interactions each time. So, and it's, again, nice little cute portable box, cute little shiny diamonds.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, I'm not the biggest trick-taking fan, but I like that game. So
yeah,
that's saying something.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun.
That's saying something.
Love it, love it.
All right, my number 4. What's my number 4? Number 4 is...
No way, is that? No.
Wits and Wagers!
Is it really?
Yes, I believe it's one of those $24.99 games. I'll double check
What?
real quickly.
No way. I did not see that.
Wits and Wagers Deluxe, $24.99 on Cool Stuff in stock.
Wow.
I love this game. This is this my favorite trivia game? Yes, it's my favorite trivia game. Right? Yes, it's my favorite trivia game. Wits and Wagers.
Wow.
So this is one of those.
Fine.
It's one of those trivia games where you don't necessarily need to know the answer. You just need to know who knows the answer. So you get a random question that has a numeric answer. Everybody writes an answer on a board. Report the board out. You lay them out in order, and then you bet on whichever answer you think is right.
Hunter knows that.
And it's kind of got a, I guess, a gambling / trivia combo, which I really like.
That's why you like it too.
Yes, I like the gambling part because you got to play the gaps. Like if there's big gaps between answers, you might want to pick that answer because you have more of a, I guess, the statistics thing.
Yeah, but if you know somebody knows it, you might not want to play the gap game. And
it's really good because it's great with if you know the right answer and it's one of the far edges, you get.
Oh, you can get crazy amounts of money.
Big bucks. And I love that at the end of the game, people are just throwing piles of chips down on the bets, and it goes crazy. No,
I'm just kidding. It's pretty much everybody.
All right, covered by up with cool stuff. Yeah, Wits and Wagers, I don't think it's normally $24.99. I think it's usually more expensive than that. So.
I want to say it was like $35 or $40. Yeah, that's why I was surprised it was.
Again, this is June 19th, 2018. Cool stuff prices in stock.
In stock.
Wits and Wagers.
That's a goodie. That's a goodie. Obviously, you know it's not on my list because I was like, holy cow.
And that's the deluxe edition that has the playmat and all the good stuff. So.
Cool. Awesome. I'm
sure the party edition is in that same range, but I just saw the
okay.
deluxe edition. I snagged that one.
Wow,
so.
that's pretty cool that the deluxe edition is that cheap, though. That's pretty cool.
All right, what you got?
Alrighty, where are we on? Number
4?
Okay. This is another one that I don't think you'll have on yours.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
Not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This one is a family favorite. This one I picked because of the high replayability and the fact that this is one of those that hits all the age groups. And that is Sushi Go Party. Now, there's also Sushi Go, which is even cheaper than this, but honestly, bang for your buck, Sushi Go Party is the way to go. It adds this little board, and you get to pick and choose what types of sets that you want to work on based on the number of players or your mood, whatever you can pick. They have suggestions in the instructions as well. And it is so much fun. Everybody loves the cute artwork. If you've got a kid that's learning how to do set collections and stuff, they really love the art and can get behind that, and the fact that they get to choose and then pass. Like, Nessa really got into that pretty young. I mean, obviously, sometimes they need help when they're really little, but still just...
She loves setting it up and picking out which things to use. Because you get like she said, in the party when you get to pick which cards.
Which sets you're going to go after.
She would pull out the cards and pick what she wanted. Oh, we're going to do miso soup this time.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. So this one's really good and engaging for the family, and it's also one of those I love it. It's a gamer's game. It's a non-gamer's game. Everybody can get behind this one and enjoy it and play it. And again, I can't get over the cute artwork. That was the first thing that attracted me to the Sushi Go anything, because it was like, oh my goodness, that is so darn cute. Well, they backed it up with a really fun game. And I just like the way they took the theme with the party and made it like a little dinner plate setup and everything. Really cool. So
it's a good one.
And it comes in a tin, which you may or may not like, but it's not going to get, your game's not going to get beat up, I guess.
My number 3 is a party game. Even though it's Sushi Go Party, it's not really a party game, but it has...
That's true. It says party, but it's not.
Time's up! Title recall! Look at these faces she's making.
I must have, skipped some pages somehow, because this was not on my list either.
I'll double check. Here it is. Time's up.
No, I believe you.
Time's up.
It's not that I don't believe you.
Time's up. Title recall is...
$14.99. $15 no less.
$15. It is happiness
in
a box.
Bargain. What? Oh, it is happiness in a box. This would have been like my number 1. Wow. How did I? Oh.
Invalid.
Oh, mine are perfectly valid.
Time's up. Title recall. It may be my favorite party game, like a true party game.
It's my favorite.
It may be my favorite
straight up
true party game.
It's my favorite.
I mean, there's other games that are party games. Like a lot of social deduction games are considered party games. This is my favorite, real party
Actual
game.
Party game. Oh,
yeah,
by far. By far.
It's always, you're just laughing the whole time. It's one of those games you need the right people to play, because not everyone's going to want to get up in front of everybody and act the fool, but I am more than willing to get up in front of people and act the fool, so I enjoyed this game.
Shocking.
I enjoy both being the presenter and the guesser, because a lot of times when I'm guessing, I just start laughing at the person presenting in a good way.
Right.
And there invariably becomes inside, I don't know if that's the right word, but jokes that carry...
Inside running gags.
Running gags,
yeah,
that's the word I'm looking for. Running gags, someone
does
something really dumb for a clue, and that becomes the clue for that one. So we played this one at the meetup. Went over really well.
It was so much fun.
I think Rebecca and I played for a lot of people. We had a few shy types.
You know what was fun too? Some people decided to get up after a while too, and that was really fun. I think once you get into it a little bit, you're like, you know what?
You have to feel comfortable around the people. Yeah.
And you know what? That's one thing I do like about this. If you're not feeling outgoing enough, someone is more than happy to take your place, and you can still guess and watch them be stupid, and it's fun too. No one cares, at least with our
I love this game. This is a great game.
It is. I love it. The only time it's rough is if you have somebody who has no clue about a lot of the references, but we really haven't run into that too much.
Even if you don't have no clue, you can kind of
do word association,
the words,
something,
and then once someone else does that clue, you can use what they did as the clue.
Yeah,
even if you don't really know what it's about.
You end up doing something spastic with it or crazy, and then they're like, "Oh, we're using that from now on." So it works. It's great. So
there you go. It is a bargain at $15.
It is. That's a lot of replay right there.
All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is a lovely, pretty, sparkly... What are you looking at me crazy for?
When have you played this game?
A lot.
We don't even own this game.
Yes, we do. It's right there. Where is it?
No, we don't own this game.
Yes, we do.
No, actually, we do not.
I thought we did.
I bet you $1 million we don't own this game.
The little fireworks?
You must have... Technical difficulties, you must have thinking of a different game. What game are you thinking of?
Not the fireworks.
You mean Lanterns?
Yes. I picked the wrong one, didn't I? I'm a dork. You gonna fix that for me?
So talk about Lanterns, and I'll get a picture of it.
Okay, I was tired when I made this list. Alright. But Lanterns, I like this game. The art's real simple. It's just the beautiful little lanterns, but you're doing a set collection with it.
Yes.
And you want to match it up to get...
Boom!
Look at that. Go IT. Go IT! And it's just... it's beautiful. It's a real pretty game. It's really, again, one of those that the rules are different. It's a totally different kind of game. It's set collection, what you're doing with it, though, and it's a great game to teach people that maybe haven't played games like this before. It's another good intro kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
But I like it the fact that if you have people that just enjoy playing set collection games, this is a great go-to game. It's, again, highly portable, great replay because, of course, you know, you're dealing them out and it's random every time. So it's not the same game over and over, that sort of thing. And I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice for some reason tonight. But, yeah, I can't emphasize that enough. And I think the player count doesn't seem to matter, too. That's one thing I like about this one. I've enjoyed it at all player counts. So, bang for your buck, it's another good one.
You confused me with Hanabi. I'm like, when has she played Hanabi?
I've played that one, though, haven't I? Wasn't that the little tiny...
No, it's the one where the cards are backwards or something, and you're supposed to pick cards, and you have to discard them in a certain order. I've never played it.
I haven't played that one,
I've never played it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm thinking of Hanama Koji probably, too.
Yeah, it's completely different.
We have that one. But yeah, you're right. It's totally different. I don't know. My brain was gone.
Yeah, Hanabi doesn't look like my kind of game, so I've never played it.
Yeah, that's true. But, oh, Lanterns. Goody.
Lantern is a good one. I enjoy it. It didn't make my list, though.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Rude.
My number 2. You knew it was coming sooner or later. Here it is.
Oh my gosh, I knew that was going to be on your list.
Spyfall! I love me some Spyfall. What can I say? I've talked... If you watch this channel, you know I've raved about this game forever. This is another one of those social deduction games that can really fall flat with the wrong group, but with the right group, you're laughing, and it's just hilarious.
It's
I still remember one time we played it with our old game group, actually, and we played the roles, and we were just laughing so hard because one time I was a spy, and I was just laughing because I could not figure out what they were doing. Their roles were so crazy. It was like, I think it was a pirate ship.
It was the pirate
ship, and one guy was like a stowaway.
Stowaway, and there was a slave on there too.
I don't know if they used the word slave, but yeah.
They had a stowaway and the captain, and the
stowaway's like, they're gonna find me. What is going on in this game? I don't know why I had to get pegged as a spy because I was just so confused.
You were too busy laughing. We figured you knew what was going on, I'm sure.
Oh, that game's hilarious. I just have so much fun. But I have played a few times where it was kind of very meh because if people don't get into it and just kind of go through the motions, it's just kind of an activity. It's not really a game. But if you get into the roles and you act it up and ham it up, it is just hilarious. It's a lot of fun. Fun
side story. I introduced this to... I have just the right size, small, but very outgoing Latin class. And after finals, they were wanting to play. They love Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. And I was like, I think you guys would like this one. They ate this game up. I mean, they were just like, we can play this one too, which... All year after I introduced them to Deception, they were like, Deception, Deception, Deception. They couldn't wait for finals, which is kind of weird. But introduced them to Spyfall, and they were really, really into that. So, I mean, it's one of those, it's just a great group game. Once everybody gets the rules down, It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's one of the games that if it goes over well with the group, you play it like 7, 8 times.
Oh, you do. You
just play it
cannot play it just
over
once.
and over again.
Now, the only thing I do recommend about this game that they did not do, shame on them, because is make copies of all of the places and make little cards so everyone has them, because that's the hardest thing. Take away some of the stress from the spy so that everyone has this card that they have to look at, so that there's not that one guy looking at the table trying to guess the positions, because then it's too obvious. Or make everyone that's asking the question pass around the roll. Something to alleviate that, because the stress is pretty high for a spy, and if you have some less than outgoing people, then they may not want to play because of the stress.
Yeah, I made the laminated cards with all the locations. We basically made a house rule that when you ask the question, you're to look at the card for at least a short period of time before you answer it, so that the spy is not obviously looking for it. But after a while, if you play it for a while, you get kind of an idea of all the locations, and you don't have to look as much. But if you're new to the game, it's going to be obvious if you're looking at that, the card, or looking at the thing, like she said, they're gonna know you're the spy.
Well, especially if you have a mixed group where you've got some people that have played it before and people that have never played it, you've got to do something to even the playing ground for them, or else it's going to be too much. So that's my 2 cents on that. But
there you go, Spyfall, my number 2.
Fun game.
We are not going to have 5 crossovers, that's for sure.
Nope, I win the day.
All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2. You gotta... Oh, waiting for you to pop it up.
This high?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Well, replayability again here. I'm talking. Onitama. This one is totally my replacement for chess. Any day of the week, I will play this one. I will not be so enthused about chess. This one it's beautiful for one thing. It comes in this small box that you just lay out a mat. You got your pieces, you go. Fun thing is you've got a whole deck of cards that you only use 5 cards for each game. So replayability, you're never going to have the same game. It's wonderful. And each card has a maneuver on it that you can use. So pieces will move a specific way. Well, you're going to have 2 cards. Your opponent's going to have 2 cards. And then there's one kind of like float card that after you play your card, you put it in that middle piece. And so eventually it's going to rotate through and your opponent's going to have that exact same maneuver. So you're constantly cycling, but only those 5 maneuvers the entire game, and you still have to capture the king. So I just love it. It goes much more swiftly. Well, depends on who you're playing in chess, I suppose. But for me, because I'm terrible at chess, it goes much more smoothly. It's more fun. It's more engaging. I really enjoy it, and I like the fact that the game's always going to change because you always have different moves. So.
Yep, that's a good one. Didn't make my list. Made my short list. Didn't make my list though.
Yep.
I'm not a big abstract person.
But for abstracts, that's like the perfect go-to. I love that one.
My number 1
love that
is a crossover. What do you think it is? Our second crossover.
Oh, Sheriff?
Easily, Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sheriff of Nottingham! For all the reasons she said. What's your number 1? No, I love this game. This game... This game was meant for me. It's got bluffing. It's got tons of interaction. You can ham it up. You can joke and laugh. You can even be doing whatever. You could be just sitting around eating snacks and hanging out and play this game. It's
true.
It's a great atmosphere. It goes over well with kids. It goes over well with non-gamers. You can even teach non-gamers to play this. It's a little stretch in it, but non-gamers can play this.
Bluffing's kind of a universal thing, though. I think once people figure it out and kind of can get into it, though, I think it's... I don't know.
Yep. But I don't think she mentioned this, but I mentioned it for several of my games on my list. This is another one that can easily fall flat. If people don't like bluffing or lying, and they're not very good at it, or don't like doing it, or they just kind of go through the motions and don't really get immersed in the game a little bit, then it can definitely fall flat. But my experience, this game has always gone over really well for me, so I haven't really experienced that myself. I've played this numerous times. I won a tournament playing this game.
We'll never live it down either.
No, you'll never live it down. I won, and
that was so funny too, because you could tell he was like, I'm bringing this home. He's just like, turns to somebody who's like, let's make a deal. It was just, oh, geez, here we go.
Oh, I was negotiating like crazy in that tournament.
Ridiculous. I'll pay you not to open this one, but to open this one. And then if you...
Yeah, I like the last round of the game, the last opportunity to do anything, I was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to pay you $10 money. You're not going to open my bag. You're going to open her bag and his bag. And she's like, no, I'm going to open your bag. Snap, I'm like, yes! So yeah, it's funny. I love this game. I love this game. It's a great game. Great fun game. Fun.
Pretty awesome.
I was totally, honestly, I was shocked that it was $25. It blows my mind because...
yeah, it doesn't feel...
It feels like a big box game. It doesn't
does.
feel like just a small price point
Which
game.
leads me to my number one. That's a perfect segue, because this one I put because it does not feel like it should be a $25 game at all to me. And this is our crossover number, what, 3?
3.
Okay. Which is well under the number 5, I might like
close.
to point out.
If you round up to the nearest 5.
Lame. Oh.
What is it?
San Juan.
Yep.
This game does not feel like some small box game, and again, kind of like Artifacts Inc. kind of gives me that feel, honestly. I'm like, wow, there's a lot to this game. There's a lot of meat to it. This one, the multi-use cards, everything that he said before, we liken it to the Felds, because you have so much going on at once that it has that Feld feel to it. In fact, if you really like San Juan and you want to expand, you might try some of the lighter Feld games and see if you like them, like Bruges. I would say that would probably be a good try after doing San Juan. So, I love this game. This is one of those that, if it was a little bit more portable, it doesn't quite fit in my purse. Might fit in one of my old purses.
You can fit that in a small case.
But yeah, I mean, if you look...
There's not much in the box.
No. Honestly... That's it, guys. There's this horrible, crappy insert. Oh, no, I broke the internet. What happened? But no, that's it. You can chuck that stupid insert.
This is the game right here.
Yeah, and the score pad, I mean, it helps you just keep track of what you score from. So, sandwich baggie, you got it, peeps.
I can't believe I hadn't tossed that insert. I guess there's plenty of room for everything.
Yeah, we have it. I'm surprised we didn't do that. We should do it on film sometime. Whee! But yeah, it's... again, bang for your buck. Replayability is high because this, again, feels like a big game.
Someone asked if there's any difference. As far as I know, it's exactly the same game. The only difference is they have the expansion, the new buildings expansion in the box. Otherwise, I think it's exactly the same game.
Okay.
So,
now, I just had a...
Someone said in chat, if you would have put Wits and Wagers and Time's Up on your list, we would have 5 crossovers.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You said that both of those should have been on your list. So.
I know, I didn't say... No,
I
said
Dan.
Time's Up.
I'm with Dan.
I did not say Wits and Wagers should be on my list. I said, wow, I'm surprised that's cheaper. Time's Up, I did say would be on my list. So 4. Nice try, Dan. Watch.
All right. So in the beginning, in the beginning.
Oh, you distracted me, by the way.
What? Hey, look, I'm gonna take San Juan. I'll remember to take.
Hey, look at you. How old is Jump Drive in stock?
Jump Drive is out of stock as far as I know.
Okay, maybe that's why. Because that was one that also would be a good. I think it's cheaper too.
Nope, it's there. $17.99.
See, there you go. There's another. That would be.
That would not be on my list.
It would be on mine because coffee. Race for the Galaxy, Roll for the Galaxy, Jump Drive is a nice cheap version of that, and you get the same Race for the Galaxy feel. That's my like number one. In fact, the more I play that's probably gonna go up this list. Up this list.
All right.
So anyway, that's mine.
So in the beginning, I said that I did not include games that were out of stock. So here's a list of out of stock games.
Okay.
That might have made my list, but probably not.
Okay.
But probably might have made your list.
Okay.
Race for the Galaxy.
So that's under 25 also?
Yeah. So
Jump Drive and...
Hold on, let me look. I could be crazy.
Ooh. Okay. That makes me happy to hear. So there's
Race
2
for
goodies.
the Galaxy, $24.99. That's the regular price. That's
wow,
not
I had no idea it was
that's
that
not
cheap.
their price, so it's probably more like 18 or 19 bucks.
Roll's more expensive because it's dice.
Correct,
I didn't think about that.
Ink and Gold is out of stock. Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. It's 28, but I bet that's their list price. But when they actually put the price, it's probably less than 25.
Wow.
Because the expansion is the same price, and it's under 25. So
wow, that's such a good game.
Archaeology, the card game was mentioned numerous times. It's out of stock as well.
Oh.
And a few other things that were mentioned. Pit was mentioned several times in here, and they thought it would be number one. Cool Stuff does not carry Pit. But it would be on my list otherwise, and because I'm sticking to the Cool Stuff.
Oh, were you?
List.
Oh,
another one. Salem. Salem is not sold by. I don't think Cool Stuff.
Aren't they sold by themselves? Like they.
I think they're actually sold through Amazon. I don't think they're sold. Well, no, they have it now. Oh, wow, it's there.
They have it now.
It wouldn't make my list, though. Wouldn't make my top 10. But
it's pretty good. It's
mentioned several times.
But it's only like $18. That's
but Box of Rocks is not sold by Cool Stuff.
Oh, no.
So
no.
That's not
well, and replayability, honestly, isn't insanely high with that one because they really didn't give you that many trivia questions. You play that quite a few times, you're going to get to where you start to see those questions over. So... I was trying to pick stuff with high replayability. One that I noticed, and I didn't check to see if it was in stock, was Suro.
It's there. It's there. It's under 25.
I know it's under 25. I was just checking to see if it was out of stock.
Capital Lux is out of stock. Someone mentioned that. Suro was on there because it's on my short list.
Yeah, I know it's on my short list. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, see, it's there. I thought you said it was out of stock.
I said I didn't know if it was out of stock.
It's not out of stock.
I know it's out
it's
under
in
25.
stock. It's in stock. And under 25.
Oh, For Sale. That was on my short list.
Jaipur
was on my short list.
I can't believe that didn't make your list.
I thought about it, but I was also, again, trying to pick stuff that was different and had high replayability we don't talk about. Bonanza. I love Bonanza. The game is so corny. It's just a card game, silly card game, but it's fun. Love Letter, of course. What was the other? Oh, Zombie Dice.
That was mentioned in the chat as well.
Was it? Awesome.
What about Patchwork? Is it out of stock?
I didn't see... I must have missed a couple pages because there's several games that you've mentioned that I didn't even have. Is Patchwork?
Patchwork is out of stock.
Okay. But it's right at the $25.
So here's some big name items that aren't on our list because we don't like them as much as a lot of people, but code names.
Oh yeah, Codenames and Codenames Pictures. I saw that. Those were also...
Rhino Hero, New York Slice. I'm just kind of going through my short list here.
I missed New York Slice. Oh,
Lotus. Nessa demanded I put that on the list. I denied her. That would be Nessa's number one.
I love that game. It's so pretty.
What else is big name? Fox and the Force. I'm surprised that wasn't in your list.
Oh, I totally spaced it. I must have missed. I don't have that one either. I must have missed some pages.
That's kind of all the big names.
But
that didn't make my list.
Those are good ones. Those are really good ones. What was the other? I thought there was another one that you... Oh, Bang the Dice Game.
Yeah.
Bang the Dice Game. I don't think I'd mentioned that one.
I didn't include it.
Machikoro is another one. There's a lot of games out there, guys, that have really good presence, especially for the price. So there's some great cost-effective games that have a lot of game to them. I think these lists... It's almost like this list is like just a diving board stepping stone kind of thing for you to start diving in to look for some good games.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a ton of good games for a decent price.
And one like Tides of Time?
Yep, it's on my
Tides
short
of Time?
It's on my short list.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at these Rocky Road a la mode. As you're looking for kids games, we've got tons of little kid games too.
Go Nuts for Donuts.
Is that under 25?
Oh yeah.
Go Nuts for Donuts. That's always a hit. What about That's a Question?
Yep.
That's a Question's on there too? Yeah, see, there's...
Go Nuts for Donuts is $11.
Nice. That's such a cute game. The art is... Again, it's got that Sushi Go Party cutesy kind of art.
$14.
Oh my gosh, those are great prices. Oh, and Hey, That's My Fish. A lot of people play that game, don't they? That cheesy, cute little game. So, a lot of good options out there. What were some of the other picks that the internet had that we didn't... Did you see
I think we went over most of them. They mentioned Decrypto, which is the new the new hotness.
I haven't played that one.
Decrypto,
Have you?
Is it available? I thought it was pre-order. Oh, it's available, $16.
Wow.
And they mentioned Nottingham is one of the Sylvion on our games.
That's right. There is that. I forgot. I haven't tried that one.
Yep.
I forgot about that. That's relatively new, though, isn't it? Happy Salmon. Oh my goodness, of course. And the dancing chicken or whatever.
Scroll back and look at see if there's anything to mention.
Yeah, Capital Lux. Oh, that's such a good one. But
Archaeology, we mentioned that. It's out of stock. It's always out of stock.
Yeah, with good reason, because it's really fun. So if it gets in stock, that's a good one to go fight for.
Forbidden Desert.
Oh, that was on my short list. Where did that go?
You didn't play.
You
didn't play Forbidden Desert.
I did. I have played it once.
You played it without me.
Well,
you played a co-op game without me.
It was at an American Heritage girls only kind of thing. So yes,
I felt betrayed that I was left out of a co-op game.
It was girls only. Sorry.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. He loves co-op games so much. But no, I like Forbidden Desert, and we played Forbidden Island. I bet both of those then are under the 25. Yeah. Those are great games.
And soon to be Forbidden Sky.
Dude. Yes. So, yeah, fun.
Yeah, light showers under 25 too.
What's the MSRP on that, Hunter? I think you're the only one that knows.
I don't know. What is it? Some poker chips and some pieces of cloth.
$10. No, just kidding. That's
$99.99. It's a collector's item.
That's true. If you want the deluxe edition, $1,000.
All right, so got bad news. We won't be here next week.
No.
You have to live without us for a couple weeks.
Yes.
We apologize profusely.
I don't. I have no regrets.
I will not feel bad because I will be playing board games on a cruise ship heading to Alaska. Actually, Tuesday we'll probably be in Alaska. So we will not have a show next Tuesday, but look for pictures and such on Twitter and Instagram. Will it be Twitter and Instagram?
We're going to be doing that on your account probably, right?
Yes.
Twitter
and Instagram photos. We're going on the BGG at Sea cruise. It's going up to Alaska and Canada. And there will be board games, and there will be shore excursions and all sorts of fun. Shore excursions sponsored by Stronghold Games.
I may not come back.
I
may move to Alaska.
I already told my boss that I'm going to, at some point, jump off the ship and go join Deadliest Catch. I'm going to be a crab fisherman.
Good Lord. Okay, well, interesting.
Yeah, someone mentioned it's a nice time to visit Alaska. Where she was all worried about massive heavy coat. We looked at the weather. It's like highs in the 50s.
Well, but you got to remember we're going to be visiting fjords and icebergs. Yes.
Fjords?
So layers and coats are still going to be needed.
Shorts and t-shirt, 50 degrees.
I'll be sure to take pictures of Hunter freezing his butt off in the
The weather looks amazing. I'm so excited. I have only been out of the country one time. I'm so excited to do it again.
I know.
It's so much fun. We're just like the last day of work was today. This like giant weight is off my shoulders. I had this massive project I've been working on for 3 months that finished at 4 o'clock today.
Wow, that is awesome.
I sent an email to the entire accounting team across the globe. This project is complete. I'm out.
Mic drop. That's awesome.
Pretty much what I wrote in the email. I said that this project is done. I am out.
I was super excited too. That much smaller weight off, but this was the night right before we started filming. I finished my last class for all my master's classes stuff that I was working on. So I'm like, done. I'm not going to take a master's class for a very long time. That was a lot of work. I got a lot out of it and stuff, and it was fun, but it's like juggling all of that was a bit insane. So I am just like, woo! I have free time. We're going somewhere crazy. It's just...
Yeah, it's strange that our trip... We planned this trip like almost a year ago.
And everything just kind of lined up.
It became like almost a celebration trip for us, so it's really cool. So don't look for a show next week. There's plenty of people that you can go watch and hang out with them.
Oh, I was going to say, there's lots of wonderful board game folks. But, of course, come back to us when we come back.
Yes, we'll be back it'll be Tuesday, 2 weeks from today. I don't know what day that is. It'll probably be me by myself because Rebecca
I will be at Dice Tower Con. So those of you that are going to that convention, look us up there. And I will be during that convention posting. Maybe I'll get on the chat or something. That'd be fun. I gotta remember to do that. But we're gonna be taking pictures, and I'll be sending out Twitter nonsense the entire time, I'm sure, because that's usually what I do at conventions anyway. I'm going to have the girls with me, so this is going to be a new experience for me, because I'm going to be soloing it with the girls at the convention. So my schedule, I'm probably, if we're out and about, hook us up for games if you want to see if we're not doing anything. But as I've learned that they tire at different times and need breaks at different times than me, and I'm so used to marathoning it that this is going to be an experience. So I'm also probably going to pack a solo game or something to try. So, any good solo game suggestions?
So it'll probably be Hunter versus the Internet.
Ooh! Oh, I gotta find a way. I'm gonna take my laptop.
Tuesday the 3rd, I guess July 3rd will be our next show, and it'll be me versus you guys and something. I'll find something that we can play. Yep. So, let's get out of here. Let's start packing for our trip.
I know. You guys are awesome. We will miss you. Hopefully we'll get to see some of you either at BGG at Sea or at Dice Tower Con soon, and y'all take care. Peace out. Have a good night.